It is finally here, guys. I have got myself the Xbox Series X. In this video, we are going to go over what the Xbox Series X can do. We're going to look at some gameplay, and I'm going to let you guys know my thoughts on the Xbox Series X. So, first off, let's look at what this Xbox can actually do. So guys, as you can see on the side of the box, you can game up to 4K at 120 frames a second. Now, 120 frames a second is only achievable if your monitor or TV has a HDMI 2.1 connection. If it doesn't have a 2.1 connection, if it's lower than that, you can only achieve 60 frames a second. So I know the new modern TVs with a 2.1 HDMI connection are very expensive. I think we are currently waiting for monitors just to catch up with that type of connection as well. But 60 frames a second is still really good. It also supports up to 8K high dynamic range. It supports Xbox Velocity architecture. It has that 1TB solid state drive for them ultra fast loading times. It supports variable refresh rate, and it also has a 4K Blu-ray DVD player. So as you can see, guys, there is a lot of really good hardware packed into the Xbox Series X. Another thing you can do with the Xbox Series X, which you can't do on the PS5, is choose your resolution. So you can either have 1080p, 1440p or 4K gaming, and you can also choose your frames per second in which resolution you want, providing that your screen or monitor supports it. I think personally for me, I'm going to choose 1440p resolution at 120 frames, just because I think that's the sweet spot for gaming. Until they've released some monitors with a HDMI 2.1 connection, I will be probably sticking to 1440p because I really don't want a massive TV where my setup is. At the minute, I've only got a 1080p TV, which I'm using as a monitor, so I am stuck at 1080p at 60 frames a second, but hopefully in the not too distant future I shall be getting myself a 1440p monitor which can support up to 120 frames a second. So let's take a look at the controller, guys. So this is the new controller. As you can see, it's a nice sleek black controller. We also have the additional new share button. The D-pad has changed, but everything else is pretty much the same. If you turn it around on the back here, these bits here and here are rubberized grip, so it feels more sturdy in your hands. You also have extra grip just underneath them two top buttons there and along the triggers here. But overall, it's pretty much the same design. As you can see here, this was the previous controller I was using. Not a lot has changed really. I think that the black controller actually is a little bit smaller than the white one. It just feels a little bit smaller. It feels a little bit more comfortable to hold. But apart from that, it's pretty good. I'm actually a little bit disappointed though that the triggers are not adaptive triggers like they are on the PS5. I think that would have been another really good selling point. And for the next generation of controllers, I'm hoping that Xbox actually bring out a controller that's next gen. We've still got batteries in the back of it. I was quite surprised that they didn't install a battery and we could, recharge it like the PS4 controller. But I guess the old saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? So guys, here is the Xbox Series X set up where I want it to be. Now, I'm not going to lie, it is pretty heavy. It was a lot heavier than I expected it was going to be. But the overall size of it is pretty damn nice. I think it fits where I want it to, just perfect, just in this little corner here. It'll go in probably pretty much any entertainment centre unit. I just like the sleek design of it really. I like the black, and as you've probably all seen, if you look on top here, depending on what angle you look, you can see that green. I think a lot of people thought this was going to be an LED light that was in there, but it's not. It's actually part of the plastic. So depending on which angle you look at it at, you will then see the green plastic. But like I said, guys, this looks sleek, and I think they've done a good job of the design. Oh, and I might add that it's very quiet. I've had this install in Modern Warfare and Black Ops Cold War, and it has been very, very quiet so far. I also forgot to mention, guys, that on the back of the console is another 2 USB ports. You have one on the front as well. There is a Ethernet connection for a wide connection to the internet instead of using Wi-Fi. You've got your power input and your HDMI input. But I think the most interesting thing is the expansion slot on the back, so you can expand your storage. Now you can buy the Xbox branded extension packs, or whatever you want to call them, that slot into the back, and that will give you another terabyte of hard drive. But these are quite expensive at the minute. I think they are just over £200 for one card. It's basically like a PS2 memory card. It's about the same sort of size. You pop it into the slot at the back and you instantly gain another terabyte of storage. Again, another thing that I don't think the PS5 can do. So if you don't need to expand your storage for them bigger games, when you get 1,000 gigabyte update from Call of Duty, you can just buy one of these, pop it in the back, and hey ho, there's another terabyte of space. So guys, I thought I would just jump into some Black Ops Cold War and quickly show you some gameplay. I'm limited to what I can show you because obviously I don't have a screen that supports anything higher than 1080 at 60 frames a second, but we can actually see how quick the game loads, and we can also have a look at ray tracing as well, which this actually supports. So if we go on to Call of Duty here, yeah, so already guys, I think this actually runs a bit smoother. You know, just switching between these menus on the older Xbox, I felt was a bit slow, but this is just instant. So I'm just going to jump into Nuketown and see how quickly this loads. Oh, in fact, before I do that, I shall show you that ray tracing is enabled. So we'll see if we can tell any difference. Wow, that loaded really quick. Usually there's like probably about 10 to 15 seconds before this screen comes up, but yeah, that loaded pretty quick. So I'm just going to click on the AK. I'm still trying to get gold on the AK-47 at the minute. Okay, so yeah, so I think that actually did load up quicker. I think it looks a bit nicer too. It feels smooth.
You're representing the company. Work clean, work fast. We've pulled ahead.
So yes, the gameplay is still nice and smooth. We've got ray tracing enabled. So yeah, I think another feature I'm looking forward to is the new Halo game, which was meant to be coming out on the release date of the Xbox. That has now been pushed back. I don't know when it's meant to be coming out, but I am really looking forward to when that is actually coming out. Oh my god. I like this new controller as well. It just feels a little bit better. I like the grip on the back.
Enemy care package above.
Yep, who's shooting at me?
Enemy spy plane inbound. We're losing the advantage.
Oh, he's shooting me.
We're taking control.
Oh, we've got an napalm strike. Let's throw that there. So yeah, I'm really chuffed that I got this Xbox. I was planning on getting a PC for gaming, but let me tell you now, guys, for the price that you can buy the Xbox Series X for, you cannot get a gaming PC with the same specs. It'll be probably triple the price of the Xbox Series X to get a 4K gaming PC. I do plan on upgrading in the future, getting a PC or just a better laptop so I can create better videos. But this just seemed like the more sensible option. Plus, I'm a console gamer. I've always been a console gamer, and I've always had Xbox, so it just felt like home for me. War machine. Oh, well, that didn't last long. Ah, goddamn attack helicopter. Oh, we've got one ourselves.
Attack out. Baker authorizing attack.
No. Where are these guys at? Oh, there's one there. Ah, defeated. So guys, that was a bit of gameplay footage using the Series X. Overall, I really like this console. It is really quick, super fast. It looks great. It just feels like the next gen console. It's the most powerful one. Easy. I can't wait as well for the games, more games to come out that are optimized for the Series X, that you can play 120 frames, 4K, and so on and so on. Like I say, at the minute I'm a bit stuck because I've only got a 1080p TV. I will be upgrading to a better monitor. I am hopefully going to get a better laptop and PC when I can afford it, so I can make better video content for you guys. But at the minute I'm just sort of stuck with what I have got. Anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this showcase and little review of the Xbox Series X. Like I say, all my future content will now be coming from the Series X, which is over there. Like I say, I will be upgrading monitors, hopefully PC, laptop, whichever, so I can get better video content out to you guys and hopefully just improve in general. So if you have enjoyed the video, guys, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the little bell for the post notifications. I'm trying to get up to 100 subscribers at the minute. We're only on 10, but everybody starts somewhere. So if you can please show your support and subscribe to the channel, there will be more content coming soon around the Xbox Series X, gameplay from Call of Duty, possibly other games as well. I'm not sure yet. But yes, this is the end of the video, guys. So thank you for sticking to the end to watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Monkey Smash out.